Nerds Haven, your one-stop shop for all gaming, anime, and sci-fi related merchandise. There are tons of amazing clothing, posters, accessories, and so much more. Created by nerds, for nerds.
The online personalities is a weird thing. In one sense, you're trying to improve yourself, do better, learn from someone else. The problem is I idolize. So I'll listen to someone that's like Neil deGrasse Tyson, and I'm thinking to myself, this guy's a genius. I want to be just like this guy. And then you start to realize you're falling in love with the ability to generate an answer constantly. As a man, that's kind of a two-part syndrome that I feel like maybe all men would have to go through, because ideally you're supposed to be the problem solver and the one who provides, like sustains stability kind of, and you do the order, to use Peterson's logic, like the chaos and the order or whatever. You're supposed to be the order, and that can suck sometimes because you are constantly unaware if you have the right answer. You have a sense that you need to improve, which makes you watch these people online, which is a good thing, but at the same time can be a double-edged sword. It's like eating too much broccoli. I like broccoli these days. I feel like it's a perfect additive. Chicken, broccoli. Shrimp, broccoli. Mashed potatoes, broccoli. Being that social media is so new, the effects that it's going to have, and all the things that are connected to it, from a decentralized economy to all these cryptocurrencies, all blockchains, smart contracts. God, there's a lot of stuff coming. And the metaverse. The World Economic Forum said that the metaverse is going to be valued at around $5 trillion or something by the end of 2025. So we'll see. And if we do have to wake up to virtual selves, or even if you get a job virtually and it really means on the metaverse where you're logging in as a character, that's transformative and amazing. The introduction of ChatGPT, I've been watching a lot of videos surrounding specifically stock trading. How would you create a strategy, basically asking it specific questions. And it'll give you, if you like looking for the moving average, you can type in something for it to give you a history of the moving average, and it's projected, but you have to hit it with the right information. And I think that concept that the AI programs, like the better information that you give it, the better answer it gives you, I think that's really, really enlightening when talking to other people. Because when you're talking to someone, even in small talk, your small talk questions can suck. But if you make them good enough, the conversation goes better. I think there's maybe a human intrinsic circle that intertwines like our whole evolution and how our technology advances. And it wasn't random, I don't think. It doesn't feel random. If the last 20 years is any indication on how technology will continue to advance, it's going to be amazing. Because if you think about it, everything starts off as foundationals. So, like foundationally, we want to view visually appealing material. So that went from like theater to the first movies to like silent movies to normal movies, black and white, then color, and then you have camera work that's evolving in ways that we don't even recognize because we just keep watching the new movie. So every field that involves our technology advances simultaneously. Saw this clip of like 60 seconds of what an AI predicted human evolution would look like. And it was basically us turning into computers. So when I hear figures like Elon Musk talk about AI or go to Mars, things that are kind of detached from our current reality, that would be a little bit of a change. We would get used to it. The hardest part is implementing the change, and then people normally just get used to it. But the fact that we're trying to do all these things simultaneously is really exciting. So you have like the retail stock trader, you have online real estate moguls that can really sell you parts of a property. You have businesses geared towards advertising, secondhand advertising. There's drop shipping. The internet is single-handedly destroying what used to look like an obstacle. There is a way, because theoretically you can always code a way. It's kind of similar to the CRISPR thing. So CRISPR is a genetic program that you can theoretically code your genes and remove things that you wouldn't want to be there. So it opens a bunch of ethical questions, like, can we create perfect babies? But also creates amazing possibilities. So there's a lot of technology, I feel like, that's similar in its philosophy. So like, if you look at cryptocurrency, you look at AI, and you look at the metaverse, it's kind of similar. It really is. It's like, how can we give a piece of the pie to everybody? Totally feel like I'll be buying my tomatoes in Bitcoin one day, for sure. But bigger than that is the way it's going to be implemented these next few months probably the next year and a half, by 2025, and then definitely by 2030. That's when all these predictions are supposed to be in. And the World Economic Forum hosts these events with these really high-level personnel, and they discuss things like our changing economy and the threat of cybersecurity. So like cybersecurity, for instance, the field is not only supposed to explode, it's supposed to be like the main threat that we're all supposed to fear. Like, the only thing we fear as a country is if someone hacked our electrical grid. So everything is going to be cybersecurity in the future, which means that security guards will basically turn into code, which, from what I was saying earlier, is kind of how I view everything. Like, we must be just code. That's literally all we are, is just code. And that's an amazing thing. So I wonder where that leads us. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to pretty much wrap it up here. So if you didn't get anything from the video, just know that maybe instead of trying to figure out like how the world's going to change, start to notice the similarities in its change. There is a way to maybe have peace in your perception, or existentially in your place in the world, just by looking at technology and respecting the different aspects that led to a product or to an idea or to a current society. So that's all for me. Mohammed Tantawi signing off.